7. We have not passed any resolution as a party to say how we are going to go into the elections of 2027. So wherever you are, don't commit the party to some things which have not been discussed.
That man is a sharp man. We cannot underrate him. Therefore, if we are going to 2027, we must resume. You need only the likes of Babu winners around you. The people who can think 25 hours in a day. Not 24 hours, 25 hours in a day.
And I'm telling you for a fact, go and check. When I began my politics in 2004, my leader has just been one. Sijateleza, sijapotea, sijata kujaribu kuangalia pande nyingine. So I know the values of Raila Amolo Odinga.
Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga alitangaza akasema anataka intergenerational dialogue.
ODM leader Raila Odinga has warned his MPs against campaigning for President William Ruto's 2027 re-election, stating that the party still has the option of fielding a presidential candidate. In a surprise move, Mr. Odinga reminded ODM members to read and stick to the content of March 2025 Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the party and the president's UDA party, which he insisted does not cover the 2027 election.
We are ODM. Who's told you that ODM will not have a candidate in 2027? Who has told you?
His remarks comes on the back of ringing public endorsements of Dr. Ruto's re-election by a section of ODM stalwarts, including its former top officials co-opted in the cabinet. During the meeting, ODM also explored an exit strategy from the broad-based government, signaling an acknowledgement of the pushback by critics of the party's pact with UDA, led by Secretary General Edwin Sifuna.
Kufungia vijana barabara. Wametuambia jana ati sisi kama vijana tunyamaze tu kwa sababu wao ndio wako na password ya uongozi Kenya hii. Nikakaa nikajiuliza, mzee Atuoli, wewe unataka kuniambia huko kwetu Western Mheshimiwa Wetangula, Mheshimiwa Mudavadi wameng'ang'ana kutafuta njia ya kuingia State House, Atuoli kumbe yako na password na amenyamaza tu.
A PowerPoint presentation made for the MPs explored the option of exiting the agreement, stating that if MOU promises are systematically ignored, ODM should publicly reassess the deal. In the presentation, the party noted that they chose this partnership for Kenya's sake and they weren't powerless in it, while vowing to continue with its political activities so that the party does not deflate into silence going into the 2027 general election. The meeting also sought to encourage ODM MPs to hold the executive accountable on general bills, the budget, as well as appointments to demonstrate that they still watch the government. Mr. Odinga and his party are caught between two political camps, one that has become a fierce backer of Kenya Kwanza administration and another critical of the deal between ODM and UDA.
We're bringing together the founding members of this party, and we are going to be very, very pleased that this is going to be a big reunion of those who began ODM and still exist, and we'll also be using it to remember those who have been in this struggle but have left us in the leadership, but also those who have fought our battles alongside us, the young people who have come out on the streets, the many times we have come out to fight injustices. We will be also using this occasion to relive their memory.
The meeting also sought to encourage ODM MPs to hold the executive accountable on general bills, the budget, as well as appointments to demonstrate that they still watch the government. Mr. Odinga and his party are caught between two political camps, one that has become a fierce backer of Kenya Kwanza administration and another critical of the deal between ODM and the UDA. The conflict in the party has seen Mr. Odinga speak from both sides of his mouth. On one end, he appears to be leading his forces into backing President Ruto, while at the same time trying to manage those perceived to be critical of the rapprochement. In July last year, President Ruto co-opted 5 ODM officials into his cabinet, turning some of his fierce critics into his top cheerleaders. ODM members in the cabinet include Mr. Mbadi, Energy and Petroleum Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wadai, Mr. Hassan Joho, Mining and Blue Economy, Mr. Wycliffe Oparanya, who has the cooperative and MSMEs, and Miss Beatrice, a school for East Africa community and arid and semi-arid lands. Mr. Mbadi and Mr. Wadai and Joho are some of the ODM members who have been vocal in rallying support for President Ruto's re-election.
Na watu hapa wengine, namsikia mtu mmoja juzi asema, Hassan Joho amkuja juzi. I'm the founder member of ODM. Go and count. Ukianza kuhesabu wale wa 10 ya kwanza, mimi niko. Na hakuna mtu katika hii taifa amepitia mitihani ya kisiasa, hasusan kwa sababu ya kusimama imara na ODM, hasusan kwa sababu ya kusimama imara na Raila Odinga kunishinda. I challenge anybody, mtu aje hapo.
On the other hand, a group of youthful politicians led by Mr. Sifuna are threatening to break away from the party should it decide to back the president for a second term. The big question, however, remains unanswered. Will Raila himself be on the ballot, or is he grooming a successor within ODM to carry the torch? In Kenya's charged political arena, such statements are never made casually. Raila's declaration is both a warning shot and a rallying cry. It remains Kenyans that, as far as ODM is concerned, the 2027 election are not a closed chapter, but an open battlefield where the party intends to fight tooth and nail.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 5 days for Baba, and only 2 days in Embakasi's constituency. That is the sacrifice I was going through. That is the sacrifice I made. Just for somebody to come and I praise somebody for just playing around with my mind. I'm too intelligent, to be played around with. Never.
So this whole loss, according to Babu Owino, is on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta.
This loss can be as a result of 2 things. One, can be put on Uhuru Kenyatta. 2, maybe Uhuru was genuine, but his people were not genuine. Are you getting it? Maybe he was genuine, but his people were not genuine. But I would ask the question, why would a president be played by the people he has appointed?
If another opportunity would come, how differently would you do it? And does Raila have any other chance?
This election really bruised us. It has left us, it took us back. But one thing I also must appreciate the current president. He is a sharp person. I'm not supporting him. I will objectively criticize him where necessary. But what he does well, I will also appreciate that he's done it well. But what I must appreciate about Ruto, he met me in parliament. He asked me, Babu, do you believe that now I'm the president? He asked me. I told him, ulitushinda na akili. Yes. That man is a sharp man. We cannot underrate him. Therefore, if we are going to 2027, we must resume. You need only the likes of Babu Owinos around you. The people who can think 25 hours in a day. Not 24 hours, 25 hours in a day. That is what I can say. If we are to go for 2027 elections again, which is tomorrow's problem, it is not today's problem. Today's problem is to work for Kenyans and deliver the services that we promised to Kenyans.
Do you think Raila can run again?
Why not? Raila can still run again because constitutionally it allows him to vie. Raila is still fit, Raila is still healthy, Raila can still run again. But that is him to decide.
Is there a possibility that William Ruto might wow you and other sharp-thinking Kenyans into working with him as 2027 approaches?
Me, I think I'm too expensive for Ruto. You see, maybe as a principle, but again, it is tomorrow's problem, but not today's problem, you know? It is tomorrow's problem. Because only me, Babu Owino, one Babu Owino in Azimio, can handle all the Kenya Kwanza members of parliament. Fair and square. You see? But that is tomorrow's problem. But for now, what I want to concentrate on is just working for the people of Embakasi East and making laws which are so good, which are in favor of Kenyan citizens. So working for Embakasi East residents and working for Kenyans. Where the government will wrong, I will talk about it. I will criticize it objectively moving forward.
If you're given an opportunity to sit down...
Where the government will do better, I will appreciate them for doing better.
If you're given an opportunity, Muigai Kenyatta, president, the 4th president of the Republic of Kenya, what would you tell him?
To be honest. Just to be honest. At times it's good to be honest. I would just tell him to be honest. But I cannot also blame Uhuru for our law.